Good morning. Mackenzie Johnston with Tri-State Livestock News, bringing you your Thursday morning headlines concerning fair cattle markets. Sponsored by Sandhills Beef Company. Freedom is a choice, and you have the choice to buy from an American rancher. America First. Jacob says stay tuned for americafirst.business. Until then, head on over to their website, sandhillsbeefco.com, to learn about everything Sandhills Beef Company has to offer. Also sponsored by RCAF USA, fighting for independent American cattle producers. You can sign the Beef Checkoff Referendum petition by heading over to RCAF's website, or you can head on over to checkoffvote.com. According to U.S. News, on Wednesday, President Biden signed a plethora of executive actions to combat climate change. These actions included pausing new oil and gas leases on federal land and cutting fossil fuel subsidies to pursue the green policies that he claims will be beneficial for the United States' economy. The president's actions could not be more opposite of former President Trump, who sought to maximize U.S. oil, gas, and coal output. Biden stated that the United States has waited way too long to address the climate crisis. Taking on climate change and increasing our economic growth and prosperity are one and the same, he claims. Building a modern and resilient climate-related infrastructure and clean energy future for the United States will create millions of good-paying union jobs. This statement comes at a time when thousands of jobs have been lost due to the president terminating the Keystone XL pipeline permit, according to Tri-State Livestock News. International partners and environmental advocates have been more than happy to see Biden's focus on climate change. But those involved with the oil industry are less than thrilled, saying that these moves will cost the United States millions of jobs and billions of dollars in revenue at a time when the United States economy is struggling due to COVID-19. Biden also set a goal to conserve 30% of federal land and waters to protect wildlife by 2030 and seek to double renewable energy production from offshore wind also by 2030. Almost a quarter of America's oil and gas supply will come to a halt with this move, which has drawn intense criticism from states who depend on drilling revenue. John Hess, CEO of energy company Hess Corporation, said that the Biden administration must be mindful of their climate change agenda and the impact that it will have on jobs and energy security here in the United States. The new administration needs to realize that oil and gas is a strategic engine for the United States' economy. CNBC has reported that on Tuesday, Beyond Meat and PepsiCo announced that they have come together in a joint venture to create, produce, and market snacks and drinks with plant-based substitutes. After the news was released, shares of Beyond Meat jumped as much as 31%, while Pepsi stocks only rose about 1%. Just in the last year, Beyond Meat's shares have gained almost 65%. This partnership will work well for Beyond Meat, as they will be able to leverage Pepsi's production and marketing expertise for new products. And this partnership will be beneficial for Pepsi because they can deepen their investment in plant-based products, which continue to grow in popularity. Feedstuffs has reported that on January 1st, Taiwan implemented market access change for imports of U.S. beef and pork. Taiwan eliminated the rule that U.S. beef must be under the age of 30 months. They now accept beef of all ages from the United States. For pork, Taiwan established maximum residue limits for ractopamine residues, doing away with the zero tolerance policy that was formerly in place. Even before these changes, Taiwan was a key destination for U.S. beef, as annual exports exceeded $500 million, according to Joel Haggard, U.S. Meat Export Federation, USMEF, Senior Vice President for the Asia Pacific. Taiwan is the 6th largest market for U.S. beef. When December data becomes available, USMEF believes that United States beef exports to Taiwan could set a new record for 2020. Throughout the pandemic, Taiwan's beef demand has been steady due to the country doing a phenomenal job of controlling the spread of the virus. Pork is a politically charged issue when it comes to Taiwan's ractopamine policy change. The country's opposition party, the Chinese Nationalist Party, plans to oppose the measure. The new policy change has led to an expansion in country of origin labeling requirements to include processed products. Haggard believes that the opposition to this policy change may cause U.S. pork exports to slow a bit, but Taiwanese buyers are familiar with the safety and quality of U.S. pork, and demand will most likely gradually increase. Finally, National Beef Wire reported yesterday that choice box beef ended the day at $229.66. That was up 60 cents. Select box beef ended the day at $218.99. That was up $1.66. The choice box beef cutouts is the third highest for the last week of January in all of history, and those prices just continue to climb. That is all I have for you guys this morning for news. I hope everyone's week is going well. I hope everyone is staying warm. Have yourself a tremendous Thursday, and I will see everyone tomorrow morning.